What's up guys, I'm Lee Morris from Fstoppers.com, and today I'm going to be doing a quick review video of one of the most asked about pieces of gear that we've ever used on any of our videos. This is a gimbal for the iPhone, and we've started using this thing professionally on a lot of the tutorials that we've been making. And when people see this in the behind the scenes, they're like, oh my gosh, which one is it? Because there's like 50 different kinds. But we're gonna take this through the old Las Vegas. I'm gonna put it through a few tests and show you some comparison video between this gimbal and just holding the camera handheld. If you're in the market for something like this, it's pretty incredible for the price of about 230 bucks. So let's go check it out. All right, let's first talk about the name of this product. It's made by some company I've never heard of, like they all are, but this one is called the Smooth C. And I bought it on Amazon for about 220, 230 bucks. They had good reviews, and I haven't used every single one of these gimbals that are available, but I have used a couple of other ones that I did not like as much as this one.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Kid Scurry. We're doing an interview here right at this Fremont Experience. Kid Scurry in a hurry to make it in, or with this guy. The Invisible Man goes to the dock. The Invisible Man's in the waiting room. Dr. Walks Scurry in a hurry. Take it away, Holmes.
Let's go put it through some tests. The street is crazy. All right, so what we did is we put this gimbal up against a bare iPhone. So what I did is I walked side by side with Patrick. Patrick was just holding his iPhone in his hands. I was holding the gimbal. We tried to kind of put them close by, and as you can see, there's really no competition at all. The gimbal does an amazing job of smoothing out the footage, and if you can get a correct exposure and the lighting's good on your subject, the phones now shoot in 4K, so in many cases, the footage out of our iPhone actually looks better than the footage that we're shooting with our Nikon D750s. So that's why if we're doing any sort of moving shots now, we're always using this system if there's enough light. Keep in mind the iPhone's not gonna do really well in dark, dim situations, and you're going to have to use, 50mm 1.4 lens on a full frame camera or something similar to actually get the shot that you need. But for daytime shots like these, the iPhone really does kill a DSLR. One other thing that's really cool about this gimbal is it works with a range of different cell phones. There's basically just this spring-loaded teeth here that you just pull out and it can lock in any size phone. And then you can see this here, it's a toolless locking nut here. And what you can do is loosen it and then slide this around. And what that's going to do is balance it out for any phone that you might have. So even if you don't have an iPhone, if you have some sort of Android phone, I would still highly suggest this thing because it seems like it can work with almost any current smartphone. Now, before we bought this gimbal, and probably before these even existed, there were a few gimbals that came out for GoPros, and we bought one of those, and we really love that. We use that as well for walking shots. The problem with the GoPro is I find it to be a little bit too wide for the majority of shooting conditions. The iPhone is right on the money. That being said, we still use the GoPro gimbal as well, but if I had the choice to only buy one, I would choose the iPhone gimbal because I always have my cell phone with me, whereas rarely do I travel with a GoPro these days. Now you may be asking, hey, I thought you guys were professionals. Why aren't you using a Ronin or a Movi with a DSLR? And the truth is, I don't like having bigger gear just because it looks cooler and looks more professional. If I can get professional looking shots with this little thing, I'm going to use it. It's so much easier, so much more convenient. I can also shoot people all around here. Nobody even cares. It doesn't look like I'm shooting a TV commercial or something. And if you're asking yourself, can you really get professional looking stuff with an iPhone and a gimbal? Check out some of the footage that we've recently shot when we're really worried about lighting and we're really worried about our subject that we're shooting. You cannot tell that these shots weren't taken with a professional camera, and when you shoot in slow-mo and slow the footage down, it looks even better. Now, if you're getting hired to shoot some incredible commercial job, of course I'm not gonna shoot with this. Of course you should rent the Movi or rent some sort of big gimbal that's gonna hold a pro camera. But if you're a run and gunner, kind of like we are, and you just want to travel with one backpack full of gear and get professional looking shots, nothing beats this. But if you want something that's just a little bit more professional than this, maybe something that works a little bit better in low light, there is a more professional option that's still very small, and that's the DJI Osmo. And I currently have the DJI Osmo X5 that shoots RAW. And it's a micro 4/3 camera that almost fits inside this exact same package. We're gonna be reviewing that soon. But if you'd like to learn more about this product, you can follow the link in the description below. And if you'd like to see our soon to be released video of the DJI Osmo X5R, stay tuned at fstoppers.com.